असुरता को मारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे।
My idea is to, this is what I feel. It doesn't subject anybody to whether you want to agree with or not. But the only power which you have, against which there is no defense. If you have a cannon fire, even that has a defense. Hey, read this beautiful poem. Who wrote this?
It's entitled Soul Nest, Soul Nest. Where the Guru comes to rest, may he always nest inside my soul divine, that I may always find the grace and glee to be free. The world tugs, the world pulls, but it is not very strong, for I am stronger than it, for I have the grit to keep up as long as the Guru rests, yes, nests inside my soul divine.
The idea is that you may have money and you may be very rich. But richness is not all. You may be very powerful and exalted, but that doesn't serve the purpose either. What is in the human which is better in all the ways? It is the projection, the word. How you talk, when you talk, where you talk, and what you say. That decides everything. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you very much. Ekankar, you were wonderful. Well, someday I picked you up from school, not for nothing. It served the purpose. Yeah, take it away. And surprising fact is that day it broke and nobody has the courtesy to check it out, to work it out. Fun, isn't it? Now we have this problem and that. Yeah, now we need a base for it. Created a lot of noise. Every individual is strong by its own right. And if you are strong by its own right, and what you think and what you do, if that is all right, then every part of your life should be very successful. Then why there is a problem? The problem is that emotion is like a temporary push. Now let us take emotion. Let us take emotion as a depression. There are people who are walking dead bodies. They are depressed all the time. There are people who are walking volcanoes. They are aggressive all the time. Sometimes little, sometimes more. There are dead volcanoes and dead pits. There are very few human. You are commotionally so... You say arthritis is a bad disease? I say not at all. Arthritis has an answer. Aspirin, 2, 1, 3, Tylenol, but I don't know, something like that. Beer, whatever you want to take. That has an answer. But you are totally tied down by emotional arthritis. It has no answer. You are stuck by your emotions. I have seen people who could have normally progressed to the height that I can't even believe it. They can't make it. Because there is a tremendous setback of behavior. Habitual subconscious behavior. They are interlocked. They can't even move. Once somebody told me, this person is this person is this, I said, I don't think he's going to be with us for a long time. Next day I was questioned why. I said, this person has a characteristic. Whenever he succeeds for something, he runs away. 2 months later, nobody knew what happened to him. 6 years later, one day I was teaching a Tantra course, the man appeared. There are people who are subject to their own interlock commotion worse than the arthritis. They can't move. There are people who are so tight on, you call it marriage, I don't call marriage a marriage. Many of you are married to your own neurosis. You don't live for you, you live for practicing your neurotic nature. If you just flow, I'm not talking you should be wise, you should learn, you should be my student, I'm not talking anything. I'm telling you. If you just flow, you can be successful. The Mother Nature will carry you. But you don't. You don't. The fear, the conflict, the insecurity, the passion, the emotion, the satisfaction, the physical, the mental, the ego, the id, the concept. My God, keep on counting. All are around you like bars of the cage. And the lock over it is me. Master lock. Then where are you going to go? You know, if I was a great good yogi, and if I start teaching a class in Los Angeles, we would have fun, you know, Los Angeles, little class, come, pay the money, go, da-da-da-da-da-da. Lot of these film stars, and it was a good thing going, really. There was one yoga student of mine, she made where I learned from you, I didn't learn from somewhere else. She told me, Yogi ji, I want to introduce to my friends, I want to give you a party. So, I didn't have a lot of clothes those days, I was just very new. So I went to this Hollywood house, God, what a mansion, can't believe it. And there was a party for this great yogi. There was a roasted pork with an apple in his mouth. There was a champagne, you name it. There was a food, the line was bigger than this tent. I came in, there was a smoke, I couldn't see. There was a breath of wine that I couldn't even breathe. So as a courtesy, I was taken away to backside and in a small room. And there was about a 72-year-old woman, she sat with me and chanted that was party in my honor. Nobody even noticed when I came and when I left. I learned a lesson. In those days, money were very, very costly. It could buy a lot. And I understand there were about 1,200 to 1,500 people came in and out, and there was a party you can't even believe, and the person sent about $10,000, $15,000 just on the arrangements. And I couldn't meet even one person, except that old lady. And she asked me a fantastic question. Because she was a Vedantic student, and she knew out of the nothing there is a nothing, and in between nothing there is all nothing, and nothing is left and nothing is right. And I had to go with this. You know, that was the only person talking to me, what should I would have done? And I told her, your talk and my talk actually means nothing. So, you know. What you can do? But the funny part is, I liked her. She had no false teeth. Or they were all not original. I told her, I say, as much you have taken care of your body, this is one of my words to her, and as much you have taken care of your mental, intellectual food, if you would have just done little experience to become just little of God, you would have made it. She said, what that means? I say, you love to talk and you do not like to practice. She said, tell me how I can get over this. I said, my dear lady, there's not a long time left, but try it. Let it go. Let it flow. Be yourself. That's what God loves. God does not love your paraphernalia. You know, you are like this tent. See how many nails we are stuck in the ground and how many sticks we have put in, right? You follow? If the wind comes and this tent wants to go to the heavens, I don't think this tent has to be tear up, but it won't go. You know? My house, my design, my architect, my mater, my bed, my sheet, my car, my man, my daughter, my husband, my neighbors, my party, my champagne, and my shit. That's all it is. That's it. That's why I started calling God he, she, and it, his it. It was just a complicated word to complete. What you do is exactly what I said before. That's what you're going for. And then you think life won't stink? You put all the garbage of the house in the living room and then you invite people and you think people will come? When a woman starts showing to be miserable to the world, that is the day she is no more a woman. Woman has only one quality. Moment she shows temper, she has lost the temper of the grace. And whatever the steel may be, if there is no temper, people don't call it steel, they call it iron. Woman has no value if through communication she shows the temper. And teacher has no value who hesitate to say what he should be saying according to his truth, not according to your truth. That's no teacher, he's a cheat. And that woman is no woman, she's a cheat too. Though he has a body of a teacher and she has a body of a woman. When a mother comes to beat a child, that day she has lost motherhood. That's the woman. Otherwise, mother has the capacity through compassion to educate, to direct even the psyche of the child. Force comes on. Force, temperament is a force. It will never win for you. It's not a reality of life. But you have to be angry, you have to be neurotic, you have to be dramatic, because you do not know communication. You do not speak right. Your notes are not right. Therefore, music is not right. The person who hears hurts. And you get very upset on this. That's why today was a free day. You could have enjoyed it. I wanted to come. I just want to do it. I'm just kind of possessed by it. I never like to do these kind of things, but I think God knows tomorrow I can teach or not, who knows? So let us do it today. Let us do it now. You know? Now. These two fingers have to go in. Pinky and this finger has to lock up. And this will lock up too. Both thumbs will lock up like swords. They are beautiful. My thumbs makes a very good posture. I like it always. I like this Kriya very much. And that's how it is. At a certain stage it will start hurting. That means your immune system is weak. That has nothing to do with your finger and this Kriya. If your immune system will be weak, you will feel irritated and your body will hurt. Or this hand will hurt. Somewhere you will find the pain. Because this Kriya has the power also to open up the immune system, bring it to a frequency where it should be, regulates it. Okay? Understand that? Now, put the tongue up to the palate and breathe. Open up this Nadi. That's why I asked you to brush the teeth. Open them, otherwise if you had the mucus there, on the first breath, you had your dinner. Monkey gland empties in a second. See, there is nothing here and all that is clear. It is called Nadi Shodini Kriya. This is the first to go with it. Okay, now put the tongue with the upper palate. Have you seen monkey when you... No, not like that. We are not going to show our teeth to anybody. It is just like this. Monkeys do that. Our grandfathers, forefathers, superfathers. Pull the air. Your teeth may hurt, your gum may hurt, they are bad. Your tongue will twist if there is something wrong, or you will have a, what you call it, bitter taste. Come on, pull it, pull it, pull it. Okay, enough. Now, pull the tongue out like a dog. Huh? I do it, you do it, what difference? Come on. Okay, now roll your tongue and see there's no twist. Roll it. Shoulders too. And now put your spine together and put this lock. Now watch my elbows. These two fingers really take the pressure of the both sides of the hand. Alright? Now, close your eyes and in between these eyes, look into that and you will chant like this. Ob, ob, ob. The lower jaw will go inside. Ab, jan, par. It will not be too much, slightly, otherwise you can break the jaw. Speak with the lower jaw. Tongue will be effective. And you have to speak exactly as those words are. Set.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वर।
Just be conscious you are speaking with the lower jaw.
गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय संग पैर रचावे, निर्भय संग पैर रचावे, हर दरगे को हारे, हर दरगे को हारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई, आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई, जन की पैज सवारे, जन की पैज सवारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे।
You are doing very well.
उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, निर्भय पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, चरण कमल आधार है, चरण कमल आधार है। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, जप्यो नाम नानक गुर के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारने को जो उद्यम करता पुकारने को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वर को मारे गुरु परमेश्वर को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे हर दर के उहारे हर दर के उहारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई जन की पैज सवारे जन की पैज सवारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे किया चरण कमल आधारे चरण कमल आधारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे
Lower jaw controls the moon.
गुरु के वचन जप्यो नाम नानक गुरु के वचन जप्यो नाम नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे हर दर के गुहारे हर दर के गुहारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई, आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई, जन की पैज सवारे, जन की पैज सवारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, चरण कमल आधारे, चरण कमल आधारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक, गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक, प्रगट भयो संसारे, प्रगट भयो संसारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, 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 अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे हर दर के तुम्हारे हर दर के तुम्हारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 आज चुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई आज चुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई जन की पैज सवारे जन की पैज सवारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 निर्भय पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया निर्भय पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया चरण कमल आधारे चरण कमल आधारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन गुरु के बचन जप्यो नानक गुरु के बचन जप्यो नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारने को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारने को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, 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 अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, हर दर गए हारे, हर दर गए हारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे,
Strongly whisper.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे।
Now Kriya starts. Concentrate.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे,
Keep up.
निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, हर दर गए हारे, हर दर गए हारे। अब जन करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई आज जुगात प्रभु की बड़ाई जन की पैज सवारे जन की पैज सवारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया चरण कमल आधारे चरण कमल आधारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता
Hold the breath. Ranjan, give the other tape. Now relax, please. Stretch your hands. Now comes the test. The same Shabad we are going to put now in a different melody. And just few minutes, hurry up. Stretch out. You won't get this precious stretch up time. I use my lower jaw and my 7th vagus nerve and I put the pressure on the moon center. It relaxes what is called as chronic stress and it gives the release of the new life. It's a very simple formula. later on. You want to see everything, I still have clothes on, don't worry. Yes? No, what we were doing, we cleaned our area, and then because normally you have to understand jaw is always automatically locked. Jaw is the center of your tension, and it has to be released. Actually, the Kriya itself we did it exactly for 16 minutes. Now we are going to put them to see whether they can follow. Their grip is perfect, I am very satisfied. But what I am trying to follow is whether the grip is satisfactorily done by them or not. All right, we'll give you the trial first, go ahead. For a while so that you can get accustomed. Call from Vancouver. Everybody, train yourself. You must not fail. Ready? Now, question is, it is the antar, it is the inner voice you are going to hear. This is in a different music, the words are there. So what I mean to say is, how you say it. You can say the same thing, how you say it. The inner voice can speak, how you catch it. Are you that sharp? Okay? From the beginning. Rewind it. Rewind it. Ready? Posture. Set. Go. full voice.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, को न पुकारे, को न पुकारे, को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे,
Each one participate.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे,
Use your ego. You are the only one.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, पुकारने को पुकारने को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वर, गुरु परमेश्वर ताको मारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर
many of you have practiced of the long Inkankar? Alright, stop where you are. Now, get the posture in a simple posture like this. You fold your hands like that, get into this posture. Hold it at your heart very dear. Hold it tight, it's very tight, you can break knot it, right? And put it right here, at the diaphragm point. Alright, start it. Lead. Relax. How many people can feel the heat in their hands? Now, this is called pran bandh. In case you do not want to die, that's how easy it is. You can interlock the pran in the palm of your hand. And you, if perfect this mantra, it will give you the life heat right here. The body shall not die. You can hold the 5 tattvas. All the 5 tattvas can be held in the palm of your hand with this mantra. This mantra overrides the destruction of the 5 tattvas. Until the 5 tattvas do not destroy, body cannot be destroyed. Simple rule. Because the body is made of the 5 tattvas. You understand that? And you can interlock. This is 5 tattvas. Each finger represents a tattva. You interlock it in your own palm of the hand. If you do it very right, you will find in the palm of hand you will start holding a water. This palm of the hand will contain water out of your body. You drink that water, it's very difficult to die thereafter. It is called pran amrit, it's called pran nectar. These are not something which we just make it up in the air. These are the practical things with this kind of mantra. Some of you do not wear it Adi Shakti. Some of you do wear it Adi Shakti. When you wear the Adi Shakti, it may not look to you what you are wearing, but the other person will be struck. You may have, you may not use them, but when you use them in the interlock and get at this time where the prana moves, you interlock it, they will start showing up. First it starts the heat, then it starts sweat-like heat, then you start feeling the nectar, then you can have it, and then you see those people do it in the morning. You might have seen the holy men do it in the morning. They do it, they produce it and do it. They earn it, they eat it and enjoy it. You are no different. Simply you got to know. There is a tape of the Mool Mantra, right? One is by Jasbir Kaur, one is by Ganga Bhajan Kaur. Which one you have? Because I have to give a different mudra with each. Tell me quick. I said quick. This is not a question time. We'll discuss it later. Let us do it first, job. You have it? Play it, I'll know it. Jasbir. Okay, fine. All right. Interlock. This goes under, there's a meridian point, touch it. Question is they put a bragan. Bragan means they can chant a naam for hours and hours, they don't get tired. They are not super people, they don't have their wings in the armpit. They are just me and you. It's a question of what asana is. Asana is an interlock position in which the body poison cannot proceed when you are doing the workability. All right, interlock. This goes in, this puts a pressure. This goes here. This is heart meridian. And underneath is the stomach meridian. There is stomach and heart meridian. Interlock it. Just like that. Straight. Straight. Spine straight. Chin in, chest out. This is so interlocked. Who's tough among you? I'm an old man. Who's tough? Anybody who has a macho woman image? Sadkripalkar, you are a doctor, therefore people will trust you. Come in here. Feel my muscle anywhere you want to. Touch it. Normally I don't have that kind of muscle. That's how That's how hard it should be interlocked. This is right here. And this is right here. All right, fit. Set, please. Now you are going to chant with it like go crazy. But keep this hard. This will become loose. I'm just warning you what happens. If you can keep this hard and go crazy and chant it, you got us something today. You will be glad. Okay, go. Let it go. God wants let it go. Very good. That's it. Hold. Hold. I didn't ask you to go on and on. You may have a Rolls Royce. If you do not know how to apply the brake and a brake fails, that's what happens in spirituality. We start going, get going. No. Stop when you have to stop. Naranjan Kaur Khalsa. Who's Naranjan Kaur Khalsa? Anybody knows? Huh. Harmonium. Produce a harmonium. Sri Ram Kaur Khalsa. Produce the drums. Very good. Here. And now you will exactly go what she says. And with that speech, you will be perfect in this prayer. Mark my word, I'll sit as a hostage and as a witness. There. Remove those things. That's all. You are
ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर काल मूर्त आजुने साइबं गुर प्रसाचा आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच एक ओंकार
Please relax your hand, sit straight.
Somebody needs to turn the pages around. I need a page turn.
And those who have good
I need to
luck
see.
can get
I
it.
need to see.
Them, don't. That's like that.
I can't use this one. The pages for it? Yeah. Can't turn pages. This is too small. Can you look on hers? Yeah, I can.
Okay, now please pick up what they speak. Majority of them among you do not know.
Is that car? Could you come up here, please? Yeah.
Son, hurry up.
एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद श्री वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह जाप श्री मुख वाक पातशाही दसवें छपे चंद प्रसाद चक्र चहन और वर्ण चार और पाद नहन चहे
रूप रंग अनेक भेद, को कह न सकत कह। अचल मूर्तान वो प्रकाश, अमित कहे जय। कोट इंद्र इंद्रान, शाह शाहान गणित जय। त्रिभुवन में सुर नर असुर, नेत नेत मंत्र कहत। तब सर्वनाम करते कवन, कर्म नाम वर्णक स्मत। भुजं प्रयात चंद, नमस्तं अकाले, नमस्तं कृपाले, नमस्तं अरूपे, नमस्तं अनूपे, नमस्तं अभेके, नमस्तं अलेके, नमस्तं अकाये, नमस्तं अजाये, नमस्तं अगंजे, नमस्तं अभंजे, नमस्तं अनामे, नमस्तं अकामे, नमस्तं अकर्मं, नमस्तं अधर्मं, नमस्तं अजामे, नमस्तं अदामे, नमस्तं अजीते, नमस्तं अबीते, नमस्तं अबाहे, नमस्तं अडाहे, नमस्तं अनीले, नमस्तं अनादे, नमस्तं अछेदे, नमस्तं अगाधे, नमस्तं अगंजे, नमस्तं अभंजे, नमस्तं उदारे, नमस्तं अपारे, नमस्तं सुएके, नमस्तं अनेके, नमस्तं अपूर्ते, नमस्तं अचूपे, नमस्तं